Well, hello everyone. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. I am both nervous and excited to talk about the things in this video. This is going to be a top 3 in every product video, specifically focusing on eyes and lips. At a later date, I'll do face products. I'm having a really hard time choosing top 3 in categories like foundation and blush. So that's why we're doing eyes and lips first. But even this video was like really hard to choose top 3 for me. Like I just have a lot of favorites. So before I get into those, let's talk about the tea I'm drinking today. It's weird. It's from Your Tea. You can get it at yourtea.com, and this is their Skin Magic tea. It says it's a blend of Chinese herbs to help clear your skin from the inside out. So it has black tea, licorice root, jasmine flower, aloe vera, and lotus seed heart. I admit I was really excited to try this, but to me it really doesn't taste like much. Like I steeped it way longer than the recommended 6 minutes, and I don't taste the jasmine at all, or the licorice root. It tastes like black tea with some undetermined herbs added to it, but nothing that I can really taste. So a little disappointing, but that's all right. Okay, let's get into categories. Let's do eyes first. So starting with eyeliner. I was surprised I actually do have 3 top recommendations. 1, if you're just looking for a good brown eyeliner, I still really like this one from Wet n Wild. It is a little over $1. You can get it at Target or Amazon. This is the Kohl Icon. All of the writing is wiped off on mine. I had to grab a fresh one. This is the Color Icon Kohl Eyeliner from Wet n Wild in the shade Simma Brown Now. Look at how huge this pencil is. The one I'm currently using is like half the size, and it will still last me a really long time. They are very inexpensive and they last a long time, so that is one thing in its favor. But also I find that it's actually really good for my tight lining and my waterline. I don't find that it smudges on me. It wears all day, and I really like the shade. It's a true deep brown. Nice and rich. I haven't found a better one. I really like it. Now, if you're looking for something really creamy, something that really nice and glidey to put on your waterline, I actually really like the ones from Pixi. It reminds me of the texture of the Urban Decay ones, but the Urban Decay ones for me smudge terribly. The Pixi ones do not. So it's a very creamy formula. This is the shade Matte Mulberry right there. I think they're a really good shade. It's the shade I'm wearing today. I'm currently working on finishing this one up, but I actually wouldn't mind getting more colors in this formula. It's more inexpensive than Urban Decay, and I think it wears better, and it's just as creamy. Now, this is an amazing formula. This is from Kaleidos Makeup. They have these gel eyeliners that are multi-chrome. They glide on really easily, and they don't budge. Look at that really beautiful one. There's not any writing on this to tell me what shade this is, but I will link you to the correct one, or at least I will try to on the Kaleidos website. But this particular one goes from green to blue. It's just gorgeous. If you're someone who likes a pop of color, a really pretty eyeliner like this is the way to go. And I'm telling you, the wear time on these are crazy. It doesn't matter how long I wear it, it's always still there perfectly in place until I go to very carefully remove it at the end of the night. This is something you will have to be patient with to remove from your eye. I don't take that as a negative. I think that's really amazing for something like this. So I think that these are so fantastic. During their Black Friday sale, I will be getting another shade. Let's talk about my favorite mascaras. So I do have 2 favorites that I discovered last year, and I don't have them because I finished them. The Tower 28 mascara is really good, you guys. It's worth the hype. It's the one that really does the most. It does everything. That is a fantastic mascara. And also the Caliray mascara. I really love this one. Honestly, it gave me a similar look to the Tower 28, but this one is a tubing mascara, so it comes off with warm water. I did find the Caliray to need a little more patience than other tubing mascaras, though, that I've experienced. It took more patience to get it off than other tubing mascaras that I've experienced, however. So just keep that in mind. But to me, the Tower 28, the Caliray, I could have either one in my collection and be happy. They have kind of a similar place for me in my heart. But my third favorite is actually one that I discovered this year in my quest to try drugstore mascaras. This one from Honest Beauty. It's the one that I'm wearing today. It comes with an eye primer and the actual mascara. This is the Extreme Length mascara. They do have a volumizing one that I haven't tried, but I think this is an exceptional mascara. The primer gives my lashes a lot of lift and separation, whereas the actual mascara wears very well. It's nice and black like I like. And I just love the way it looks. I think it's fantastic. And this is one of those mascaras that was good from the get-go. Some mascaras take like a month to really warm up and get good. This has just been good the whole time. Okay, my favorite palettes. Okay, if I thought too much about this, I wouldn't be able to make any sort of decision. I can make a case for many of the palettes in my collection as being a favorite. So I decided to just go for the palettes that were the first ones that sprang to mind. These are the ones that I can create pretty much an instant eye look with because I'm so comfortable with them. I don't have to think about it. I just know that it will always turn out. You can probably guess my 3 palettes if you've been watching my channel. This one, very old, the Master Palette by Mario from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's really good. It's wonderful. I love it. I won't talk about it too much because that's been gone for a long time. Another one that I'm actually not sure if it's being discontinued or if it's just out of stock on Lorac's website. I don't know, but this is the original Unzipped. This combination of neutral pinks is perfect for me. I love this. Again, I don't want to go on too much about it because I don't know if it's being discontinued or not. Does anybody know? Last time I looked on Lorac's website, it was out of stock. And of course I have to mention my Going Coconuts palette from Colourpop. I've talked about many times why I love this palette, but I will say so again. I love how it has true neutrals in it. It makes it very, very easy to create a simple but beautiful, easily blended matte eye look. And this center shade is one of my favorite lid shades in my entire collection. And it's so inexpensive. It's so good. Let's see if I can get that eyeliner off while it's still sort of fresh. Oh, good. I had to kind of do the same thing with Eyeshadow Single and not think too much about it just because I have a lot of favorites. So the very first Eyeshadow Single that came to mind as a favorite is from Sydney Grace. This is the shade Peace. Again, another shade I've swatched so much on my channel, but I'm gonna do it again because I think it is stunning. That's Peace. I also have a single here from Dior. This is the shade Beige Mitzah. I think this is the nicest taupe I may have ever found. May have ever found. Oh my word. That's Beige Mitzah. Oh. And my favorite glittery top coat type of a thing, this is from Bodyography. This is the shade Celestial. This is amazing as a one and done. But these pigments from Bodyography are amazing because they actually stay on your lid. So many sparkly shades do not. Oh my word. But that is Celestial. Oh my goodness, those 3 swatched in my hand. Yeah, that was the right choice. Celestial, Peace, and Beige Mitzah. Real quick, just to talk about brows. Well, I have not tried everything out there. Like notably, I haven't tried the Anastasia line of brow things. I think that my favorite stuff is from Benefit. Right now, the only Benefit thing I have is their clear brow gel. I am wearing it today. I like it because it really does cement your brows in place, but it doesn't leave any sort of a white, waxy film that will flake off later and look weird. This is the best brow gel I found. I also really like their tinted brow gel and their micro pencil. I've tried lots of different versions of them from different brands, and the Benefit is still my favorite. Okay, let's move into lip products. I had just as much of a hard time picking favorites in this category as I did other categories. Let's start with lip liner. I really like the Colourpop Lippie pencils. To my mind, this is more like a micro lipstick rather than an actual lip liner, just because it's so creamy. The creaminess means it doesn't last a super long time on your lips, and it's just very comfortable. This is the shade Beeper, beautiful. I have one here from Thrive Causemetics. Not so much the formula. I find that while this is fine, I do prefer a pencil over a twist up product like this. But this color, this shade Kackie, is my perfect kind of a lip contouring shade because it's cool toned, it's brown, but it's not gray. I have a few other ones in my collection that lean more gray than this one, and this is just perfect. The formula is really nice and creamy too, so nothing against the formula, it's just this shade is so good. And then I love the NYX lip liners. I have a couple different shades, but I think my favorite one so far that I've tried is Nude Truffle, which looks like that, a kind of classic brown shade, a little bit more warm than the one from Thrive. I find I do prefer a sharpenable pencil like this so I can get an extra crisp line. My lip lines are not crisp or even, so I find it helps me to have a pencil that I can sharpen. Okay, lipsticks. I really like this one from Bobbi Brown in the shade Sazan Nude. This is the crushed lip color. I always think these ones from Bobbi Brown smell funny. I don't know, it's just me. But that is a beautiful pinky nude. I really, really like it. It's not too light. It's one I can actually pull off. And when I find that when I have this in my Shop My Stash rotation, I can't stop reaching for it. Actually, same with all these other lipsticks as well. I had to include Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk. It's a classic shade for a reason, and I'm one of those people where it really works for me. Oh, it's so pretty. See, it's a little deeper than Sazan Nude, and it definitely has more brown in it, but it's still like a pinky nude, and oh, it's beautiful. And from Lisa Eldridge, this is from her Lucent lip line, so this isn't one of her velvet lipsticks. This is more of a sheer formula, but I still wouldn't call it a tinted lip balm. Like, I have those coming up. This is, you know, a little bit more pigmented than what I would think of as a sheer lipstick, but it's beautiful. This particular shade is the shade Painterly. That's what Painterly looks like. I did put a few swipes down so you can see the color a little bit better. This particular shade is very flattering on me, I find, and Lisa is amazing at shades. And this one has the very satisfying magnetic closure. Moving into tinted lip balm territory, I have to mention this one from Clinique. In fact, I'm going to put a little bit more on. This is what I was wearing, and I noticed it's been wearing off a little bit. I love this formula. I have it in a couple different shades, but this one is the shade Richer Raisin. I'll put it on the back of my hand here. It's actually pretty close to Clinique's shade Black Honey, a little bit more brown in it than Black Honey. I also have Black Honey. I think that if I didn't have this, I would have Clinique Black Honey in this video, but I like this shade just a little bit more because of the brown. But it's a beautiful, sheer, balmy formula. Very comfortable on the lips, but it's not too shiny, so it doesn't slip and slide everywhere. I never hear anyone talk about these, but I really like them. Oh my goodness, this might be my most perfect nude ever. It's from L'Oreal. This is a really long name that they do not put on the packaging, and it's hard to remember. Something like Balm-in-Lipstick or something like that, but this is the shade Nude Heaven. I could wear that every day. Like, just swatching it, I don't know if I would pick it out as being my perfect nude, but it really is. I could wear that all the time. This is another really beautiful, balmy, comfortable formula. It is scented. I have a hard time pinning down what that scent actually is, but I don't mind it. I think I could own the full range of these and be happy. I just love them. And this last one I put in the tinted lip balm category because it's so sheer, but it's actually a lipstick. This is from NARS in the sheer formula, and this is the shade Dolce Vita, another very classic shade that has several swipes there so you can get the color built up so you can actually see it. Oh, this is stunning. This is such a beautiful lipstick, or tinted balm, whatever you want to call it. I highly recommend. It's beautiful. As for lip glosses, ooh, I love lip glosses, and I have narrowed down some favorites. My very first favorite, I actually don't have in my collection. I finished it off, and as soon as I finish off some more glosses, I will be buying more. It's the lip jellies from Tower 28, specifically the sheer ones. The milky ones are also really pretty, but I really love the shades of the originals. Even the bright orange, so beautiful in the summertime, the bright red. I do have very sensitive lips, so I tend to go for very cushy glosses that do not have any sort of plumping quality to them, like no added menthol or peppermint or cinnamon. Like, I avoid that like crazy. I'm just after a shiny, comfortable gloss. Tower 28 is it. Another gloss that is it, but has less shades, is the Gloss Shot from Kaja. I did pick up 3 shades because I think this formula is so delightful. Here I have those from Kaja swatched. You can see that they are sheer. This is Honey Drizzle, Pink Drink, and Milk Tea. These are very much like a balmy lip gloss formula, liquid lip balm. There, that's the term I'm looking for, which is my favorite. Whenever I find something like this, oh, I want to pick up all the shades. I love them so much, so comfortable. And these ones have a nice sweet scent. The last gloss formula I want to talk about is this one from Kopari. I tried this because Steph from It's Just Steph is always talking about how good these are. This is delightful. I'm not a huge fan of the packaging. I don't like these squeezy tubes that much because I feel like the little applicators always get messy. Now, these do come in different flavors and scents. The clear one is coconut scented, and it's very coconutty. If you don't like coconut, stay far away from this, but it's super shiny. Like, I know I swatched it, which is silly because it's clear, but that's it right there. It's very, very shiny on the lips. Again, very comfortable. And since it's so heavily scented of coconut, it just feels like a really like tropical treat. This is another formula I would happily have all the colors in. I think it's lovely. Now let's talk about other lip products like liquid lipsticks, lip stains, things like that. I don't have favorites in every category, but as far as liquid lipsticks go, I did want to mention this one from Maybelline. This would be my top pick. This is the Superstay Vinyl Inks. This is the formula that you have to shake up really well before you put it on your lips, and it will stay glossy and long wearing for a very long time. It's very unique. At first, I didn't like it that much because it left my lips feeling pretty sticky, but after testing, wearing it all day through eating, and it was still on my lips, I'm very impressed with it. This particular shade I have is Peachy. That's what Peachy looks like. And my favorite lip stain I ever tried, again, I don't have it in my collection anymore, but it's on my wish list. I want to pick it up because I'm not sure, again, if it's going to be around much longer. It's actually from The Balm. It's their Balm Jour Creamy Lip Stains. They're stunning. They have beautiful shades. They have both bright pops of color and also some really nice nudes. I really like the shade Salute, which is kind of like a cool toned nudish color. And then the shade Konnichiwa, which I believe is kind of peachy. I need to just repurchase those. Since it's from The Balm, I don't really know what's going on with The Balm nowadays. I don't know what's going on with that product, if it's still around. I think last time I looked, I did find them on Amazon. I should just order them. I love those. Some lip stains can be drying because these are creamy lip stains. They were not drying whatsoever. Very comfortable. All right, there we have my top 3 in every category with eyes and lips. We'll see if I can ever get a list together so that I can do a face portion of that, which would include things foundations, blushes, bronzers, highlighters. Make sure and let me know down below what your top 3 would be in these categories. I love hearing that from everyone. I think it's so fun. And oftentimes I hear about some really good products from you guys. So feel free to share in the comments. I look forward to reading them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you again very soon in the next one. Bye.